Welcome everybody. We got a interesting question. We are given that I suffix n is equal to integral negative pi to pi sine nx over 1 positive pi raised to power of x times sine x times dx. So I hope all of you have got the correct choice. Let us see what the right solution for this question is. Now foremost, what I wish to do is let us apply the rule, which is integral a to b f of x dx can be rewritten as integral a to b f of a positive b negative x times dx. So wherever we got x, we will have to replace it with negative pi, positive pi, negative x. So the new integrand will be as follows: negative pi to pi. I have here sine, right? Sine of, see, n is there, so it's going to be negative pi, positive pi, negative x over 1 positive pi raised to the power of negative pi, positive pi, negative x times sine of negative pi, positive pi, negative x times dx. So this is equal to negative pi to pi sine of, now you have a n there, so I need to place that n is present here. Okay, so negative pi, positive pi goes up, giving me negative x there, divided by negative pi, positive pi goes off, giving me 1 positive pi raised to the power of negative x. This is actually product multiplied. Okay, so you have a product sign there, times sine of negative pi, positive pi goes up, you have sine of negative x times dx. Now sine is an odd function, that means sine of negative x is going to be equal to negative sine of x. So you have integral negative pi to pi negative sine n x over 1 positive pi raised to the power of negative x times, this is sine of, right, so it's going to be negative sine x times dx. So these two negatives become positive, giving us negative pi to pi sine nx over 1 positive pi raised to the power of x, right? I'm going to rewrite it as 1 over pi raised to the power of x times the dx. You have a sine x there. This is equal to integral negative pi to pi sine nx divided by, I have pi raised to the power of x positive 1 divided by pi raised to the power of x times sine x times the dx. So you flip this, this is going to be pi raised to the power of x times sine nx over 1 positive pi raised to the power of x times the dx. The integral is negative pi to pi, and you have I suffix n. So you have this to be as 2 and we have this to be as 1. So adding 1 and 2 we got, so let me write that down, adding 1 and 2 we get, so that's going to be 2 times I suffix n is equal to integral negative pi to pi, this is sine nx divided by 1 positive pi raised to the power of x times sine x times the dx, positive negative pi to pi raised to the power of x times sine nx times the dx divided by 1 positive pi raised to the power of x times sine x. So these two are added, giving me sine nx positive pi raised to the power of x times sine nx times dx negative pi to pi over, the denominator is common, so it's going to be 1 positive pi raised to the power of x times sine x. Now I can take sine x out, so it's going to be 1 positive pi x times pi raised to the power of x times sine nx over 1 positive pi raised to the power of x times sine x times dx. The integral pi to negative pi to pi, these two gets cancelled, giving me negative pi to pi sine nx divided by sine x times dx. Now because of the fact you have sine nx divided by sine x. I can actually rewrite this as 2 times integral 0 to pi sine nx over sine x times dx. Of course you have 2 times I suffix n, so 2 gets cancelled, giving me I suffix n is equal to 0 to pi sine nx over sine x times dx. Now what I wish to do is I would like to consider I suffix n positive 2. Now in place of n, I substitute n positive 2. So this is going to be integral 0 to pi sine of n positive 2 times x divided by sine x times dx. Okay, having got that, what I wish to do is I will now have to, so I've got I suffix n is equal to right side, I suffix n positive 2 is equal to this right side. I will now take I suffix n positive 2 negative I suffix n, which is equal to integral 0 to pi sine of n positive 2 times x divided by sine x times dx, negative 0 to pi sine nx divided by sine x times dx. I can rewrite this as integral 0 to pi sine n positive 2 x negative sine x divided by sine x times dx. Okay, this is what I've got. Now there is a formula. What is the formula? Sine of a negative sine of b is equal to 2 times cos of a positive b divided by 2 times sine of a negative b divided by 2. Now by this formula, sine of n positive 2 times x negative sine nx, this can be written as 2 times of cos. Now this is the quantity that we are looking for. So what we have to do is we will have to actually add these two quantities. So this is going to be n positive 2 of x, n positive 2 of x, and that is added with n times x divided by 2 times sine of n positive 2 times x negative nx divided by 2. Right, the product is here, so this is equal to 2 times of cos of nx positive 2x positive nx divided by 2 and sine of nx positive 2x negative nx divided by 2. So nx goes off here, nx and nx can be added, so you get 2nx. So let me write that down. 2 times nx positive 2x divided by 2, and you have 2 times cos, and this is sine of 2x over 2. So 2 gets cancelled, giving me sine x there. Now I can cancel these 2's out, and I can rewrite this as 2 times cos of n positive 1 times x. Okay, so this is the setup we have. So now what we have to do is we will have to integrate this. Okay, so we have to take this. Actually, this is the substitution for the numerator. Okay, the numerator is a representation, or I would say has got this representation. So you take this and you substitute there. So let me write this down. This is equal to integral 0 to pi. The quantity that we will have to place is 2 times of cos of n positive 1 times x times sine x divided by sine x times the dx. Is it not? Okay, that looks good. So you have a 2 there, so 2 is being placed here. So these two components get cancelled, giving me integral 0 to pi. 2 is placed out, cos of n positive 1 times x times the dx. So this is what we have got. You integrate this, you get sine of n positive 1 times x. Coefficient of x is n positive 1. You have a 2 there, you can have the 2. So 0 to pi you can substitute. So if you substitute the upper value, see, you have sine of n positive 1 times x, so sine pi is going to be 0, right? And 0, obviously this is also going to be leading us to 0. So what happens here, I have the right answer to be equal to 0, so this means I suffix n positive 2 negative I suffix n is equal to 2, so this means I suffix n positive 2 is equal to I suffix n. So this is the relationship that we have got. Now if you were to take in I suffix n, what is the value that we have actually led towards I suffix n? We have got I suffix n to be equal to sine nx over sine x times dx. Now if I were to take n is equal to 1, I suffix 1 is equal to integral 0 to pi sine x divided by sine x times dx. They could cancel, giving me x 0 to pi, I get pi. Is it not? Now the fun fact is that for I is equal, for I suffix 1 and for I suffix 3, for I suffix 5, etc., etc., for all these odd entries, this is going to be producing a value of pi. But if I were to take n is equal to 2, if I were to take n is equal to 2, then I suffix 2, I suffix 4, I suffix 6, for all these even entries, we are going to be producing a value of 0. Right? Now clearly that is very obvious from this representation itself. So what are we actually left with? Say for example, if I were to sum it up, okay, hence the sum of n is equal to 1 to 10, this is what is required, of I suffix 2 and positive 1, this is going to be 10 times of pi. And on the other end, n is equal to 1 to 10 of I suffix 2n, this is going to be leading us to this value. So this would be a right choice. Thank you everybody. Please like, share and subscribe. Enjoy your day.